Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started. This is for the middle of the month. It's the 16th of August through the 22nd. If this message resonates with you, there is a link to the extended in the description box below. So let's see, what do we got? This week, please, for Gemini, the Hermit. Your challenge this week, Gemini, Wheel of Fortune. The person on your mind, Two of Swords. In the recent past, Six of Swords. What you hope for, Eight of Pentacles. What you don't see coming, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. And if there are any outside influences, Page of Cups. So, Gemini, looks like this week you're in a little bit of a hermit mode. You are keeping to yourself a little bit. There's some sort of change that needs to happen here that you're finding challenging. You're finding it challenging to deal with whatever change this is. So you're going within, basically. Person in your energy, their feelings for you this week, they have the Two of Swords, undecided, mixed feelings, deciding not to decide about how they feel. You in the recent past have the Six of Swords. This is you moving on to calmer waters. This is you trying to recover from something. As far as what you hope for this week, you have the Eight of Pentacles. That is focusing on your work, focusing on your hobbies, focusing on your craft. What you don't see coming is the Queen of Cups. Now, as what I don't see coming, this is you opening up about how you feel, or somebody else opening up about how they feel towards you. If there are any outside influences here, it's going to be the Page of Cups, and that's somebody extending an offer of love to you. Small, new, not big. But let's see, let's start clarifying. Let's clarify the Hermit for your situation this week. You get the Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. I'm getting a feeling here that you may need to have like an important conversation with someone, or are anticipating a conversation that needs to be had. So you are kind of hiding out a little bit. It just seems like you're not really ready for it. So you've decided to take a step back. With the Magician here, I'm getting a feeling that this has been a long time coming. Something here has to do with somebody that you're involved with in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to say it's a relationship because of the Knight of Cups. But you're just not ready for it. You want more information. You want to think about it a little bit more. So you are going within. You're looking to yourself for the answers, but there's some sort of change that needs to happen with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a turning point. This is a cycle, and honestly, I feel like you think that it's been a long time coming, and it's an inevitable change. That's clarified with the Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. I'm getting a sense that, some sort of relationship has come to an end here in the recent past. And there's a little bit of unfinished business that needs to be tended to. And you know it, and they know it, but it's a little raw in some way. With the Three of Swords, it's just a little raw, and neither of you want to show up to deal with whatever needs to be dealt with in any type of way that's other than at your best. So I think there's a little bit of distance here in order to kind of regroup, reestablish your center before you can face whatever that inevitable change is. They're doing the same thing. Whatever you're doing, you guys are mirroring each other. They are The Two of Swords, they have mixed feelings. They don't want to make a decision quite yet. They feel like it's maybe too soon to really kind of sort things out on the other side, or to decide like if you guys like what is the next step here? The Two of Swords. Let's clarify that, please. You get the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and Death. Yeah, this is just all about like what's next. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What can we do? I don't know. You guys seem a little stuck here, a little bit in limbo. It's not a bad thing. It's totally normal. But at some point there does need to something needs to shift. Let's look at the recent past, the Six of Swords. This is you trying to get to a little bit of a better place. You get the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this is total resting mode. This is grief, this is sorrow, this is regret, um this is hiding almost. It's not communicating. It's this is either you or the person you're dealing with, or it could be both of you, but you're just not dealing with each other. The Four of Swords is, taking a time out. It's taking a rest. It's a temporary timeout. It's a pause. And the High Priestess doesn't disclose anything. She keeps her secrets real close to her chest. And the Five of Cups is looking to the past, being sad, um, resisting the urge to move on, wishing for the past to change. You're focused right now on work. That's totally normal. People do that all the time. It's like, well, I have to work, so I might as well just put everything I have into it. You get the Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Hermit again. I'm getting a sense here that there's been some sort of betrayal. There's been some sort of heartbreak. I mean, obviously there's been heartbreak, but what's really the big issue is that you guys were like very connected. You were very you have the Six of Cups. It's soulmate energy. It is somebody that you're super familiar with, somebody who you feel like is family in some type of way. It could be family, but either way, there's been a betrayal and trust has been broken, and it's caused you to totally withdraw. Not only from this person, but I feel like from a lot of life, like friendships, social events. It just seems like you have disconnected here from the world. Not from yourself, which is good, but from the world as a whole. Why is the Queen of Cups what Gemini doesn't see coming? You get the Page of Cups, the Moon, and the Six of Wands. Gemini, I think what you don't see coming is this other person is going to come forward and tell you how they feel. And how they feel is they want to bring this back together. They want to be successful here. They want to offer you some small cup of love. They want to, you know, daydream about the two of you being together again. You have the Page of Cups here twice. That's just like a small, hey, how's it going? Let me tell you how I feel. But the thing is it's under the moon here, and the moon is not quite as clear as we'd like it to be. There's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of apprehension. Um, I think that there's just a bit of apprehension to really tell you exactly everything about their feelings, about their truth. But I do think that they are going to try their very best. Let's see the Page of Cups for the outside influence. You get the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. This could also be that there was some sort of outside influence while this connection was still happening, and one of you found out that somebody was receiving some sort of like flirtatious messages, or had some sort of like little crush outside of the relationship. It's kind of what I'm getting. And the hammer dropped. The Devil in the Page of Cups is a flirtation that is not appropriate for the situation. And it seems like it was small, and it seems like it was almost like at a distance, to the point where like it, let's say it is the other person. Could be you, it could be them. Let's say it's them. It's like somebody sent them a message that was very flirtatious and inappropriate, but they didn't antagonize it. They didn't instigate it. They didn't, it was just like random. Like this, like they have no control over who sends them messages, right? But like in your mind, you're like, well, how'd they get your number in the first place? Or, why do they think that you're single in the first place? Something along those lines. That's really like the vibe here. And it's caused you to completely withdraw and to really think about what is important here, what needs to be said, what needs to be handled, what needs to be dealt with in order to either move forward or to shed the residual hurt here. So, Gemini, if this is resonating with you, we're going to the extended. We're going to look at everything about this other person, their feelings, their intentions, how they feel about you, what they think about you, and we'll get some advice and some outcomes. So join me over there. And thank you for joining me here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.